Uh, this is going to be pretty dark, but 9.5 years ago, when I was raped at a music festival, and I made, as soon as I was, we are rather certain that I was drugged, and I, the next day, as all of my memories were kind of starting to patch together, um, as soon as I felt physically able, I drove home and sat down at my computer and immediately wrote down, typed out everything that I could remember about it. And I took that to the police, and the first detective who read it, he had read it in another room, and he came back and he said, "Are you sure about this? This is a pretty serious accusation." And then once it was referred to the correct police department, because I had reported it in the department, city where I lived rather than the city where it happened. And over the next several months, when almost none of my calls were ever returned and no information was ever given to me about my rape kit, about my case, about anything, uh, that was when I realized for sure that women are not people in this country.
I'm sorry you went through that.
Thanks.
Yeah, my wife and I talk about that all the time. I have a daughter right now who is pregnant, and I live in Texas. So that's terrifying. That's all I'll
Yeah.
say about that. And as an extension of that, I wanted to make sure that before we did get off of here, I wanted to thank you for what you and James did in Tennessee. I think you know what I'm talking about, where he came out in the dress and you came out in what you came out in. I just want to thank you guys for the courage that it took to do that, and as somebody who gets it, thank you for that.